Hello, everyone. It's Jean Brittingham at Captain Stitches. Welcome, welcome. I see there are a lot of you in the chat already. Hello, Sandra Kay. Hello, Gladys. Hello, Terry. Thank you very much for moderating. Very, very much. Thank you. Hello, Eva. Hello, Glenda. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Melody. I think I got you all. Thank you. Thank you for, had to figure out what was under there. Thank you for joining me. I know I'm not in my corner over there in my hand stitching area where I said I was going to be because I changed my mind on, whoa. I just lost my thimble into my little crumb bag down here. Now I got to search for it. Where'd it go? Not a good place to drop it. It couldn't have gone too far, but I changed my mind on what I was going to work on. So, my goodness, I'm going to have to find my other thimble. How can it drop and go so far so quickly? That's not good. That's not good. It's like it couldn't have gone to the bottom. Where did it go? Oh, well. It's like start off real well by losing your thimble. But anyway, welcome. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Katie. Hello, Susan. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Polly. Hello, Yo Patty. Hello, Nancy. Rainy Northern California. Okay, hello. Okay, I think I said Polly. Gotcha. But because I just dropped my thimble and can't find it, it should have been right on the top. Excuse me 1 second while I go grab my other one real quick. That didn't take long. Just had to get my other box where my other thimble is. And of course, it's going to work though. Okay. Now I'm set. Anyhow, I did just ask the pets to find it. Oh, where it dropped, Katie Sue would never go looking for it there, but that would be good. No, I wouldn't want her to find that. My thimbles are, in case you ever wonder, I use the Roxanne thimbles that has the space for your fingernail and everything to come out, and they are really, really, really nice thimbles. They are guaranteed for life. Even if your finger changes sizes, if you return it to them, they will exchange it for the right size. Anything, they will just send it to them and they will send you a new one. Lifetime guarantee. So love their thimbles. They fit better than any thimble I've ever used. If you're ever looking for a thimble, one of the places that sells them is Colonial Needle Company. And you just put colonialneedlecompany.com and it'll come up. They sell them. And they will help you with sizing also, so don't worry about that. But hello, Shirley. Did I tell you how I remember your name now, Shirley? I do a lot of word association to remember, and with the around to it, I say to myself, surely I will get around to it. And that's how I remember now that it's Shirley. And so, but what I decided, I'll show you what I was going to work on, and then I'll show you what I'm working on instead. But I did finish this embroidery the other day, added all the borders on it. So now I am working on hand quilting it. And that's what I thought I was going to work on. But I changed my mind. Set that right so it doesn't slide off there. And what I am working on today instead is, oops. There's a pin there that just got caught. That's funny. We got the other side upside down there. Good thing nothing's connected yet. I'm working on my slow stitching needle book. Again, I have a lot of the things. As you can see, there are some things attached on there. Some of them are pinned down. They're not on yet, but I've decided on some of the embellishments and things that I'm using on it. And the inside has got some of the stuff on it right now, which I just stitch this down, so that will be the needle book portion. And I'm doing a chain stitch around is what I'm doing, a linked chain stitch all the way around to attach that down. That's what I am working on instead today, because I wanted to get more of it done, because I know a lot of you were excited and interested in that. So that is what I'm working on. What is everybody else working on today? Thank you, Glenda. Love, yes, love making needle books. I do too. Needle books, sewing books. Sometimes they're not just for needles, for other stuff also. But yes, I love them. I kind of collect them, I guess you would say. And it's like I like to have, and I've shown before, I think in one of my demonstrations. So Terry is working on her foundation paper piece elephant. Probably I have to look at the other until the end of the year. No, maybe the week. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I know you work pretty fast on those foundation paper piece, and Terry. So Sarah says she is organizing the many boxes of scraps that she bought. Okay, that sounds like fun. Polly is doing bias trim on a walk-away dress. What is a walk-away dress? I haven't heard that term. Eva is embroidering tea towels. Nice. Yo Patty is working on Amish dolls. Okay, you were working. I have a couple Amish dolls. I have little miniature ones that are done. I think it's on, the old-fashioned clothespins, and I have them. I have a male and a female that were given to me by a close friend, and they are sitting on my grandmother's treadle sewing machine is where I display those at. Love them. Danelle says she's working my job right now, so listening while working. Well, thank you. Appreciate. Oh, be quiet, okay? And Glenda says to Terry that join the legit BOM. Oh, she did. You did, Glenda, join the legit BOM, your first FPP. Well, that's brave on the legit ones. And 1950s dress, very fast and easy. Okay, sounds neat. And Terry is telling Glenda that she will enjoy that. Yes, I watch a lot of them working on the legit kits, and I'm always tempted, but then I remind myself that I have 50 million and one other projects to do. So, but sometimes people can still convince me, like Kathy did the other day, and I ended up buying the Farm Girl Vintage 2 book to do that. So along with them. So, and it just came in the mail today. I haven't gotten a chance to look at it yet, but I'm sure I will, and we'll get caught up from the one block that, make sure I'm not sewing through the other side there, that they started the other day. Learn the FPP process, Glenda says. Yes, which I am going to be starting on. Took a vote in my whichever it was that I did the other day. I think it was the tip. It was the week in review. Yeah, and I was asked all of you that were watching to comment on which FPP I should do, which it was a choice between the roses and the wedding ring. And the wedding ring won out on that count. So I will be starting that as soon as I can get the background fabric. I was trying to decide what fabric I was going to use on that, and I have a lot of batik fabrics. So I decided that I'm going to use those, but I do not have a background color in batiks. And because I am a long armor, I know that my long arm anyway does not like when you combine batiks and regular cotton fabric together. It doesn't play nice with the tension. So I have plenty of cotton fabrics I could use for background, but I'm not going to mix the two. I'm going to stick with with the batik, so the machine acts a little more friendlier doing that. Hey, you're welcome, Kathy. Anytime, anytime. but yeah, that's gonna be fun working on the Farm Girl Vintage tool over there with all you gals. Looking forward to that. Thank you, so Terry, for dropping the links in there. Thank you very much. Whoops, and I just unthreaded my needle. Getting too close to the end. And I'm using the thimble because I am going through right now. Well, on the other, I was going through 1, 2, 3, 4 layers of fabric doing a linked chain stitch. So it was getting a little hard to push the needle through all of that, which, you know, when you poke the hole in your finger, that's the time to put the thimble on. Well, should have had the thimble on before you poke the hole in your finger, but I think you know what I'm saying. I think, yeah, you're talking about the FPP in the chat there. But yeah, so, and I don't think I might have put the pattern back over here where I can reach it. Yep, it's right here. This is the foundation paper piece one that I'll be doing, which all of the wedding ring is all done in foundation paper piecing, and then there is a little half square triangle border that goes all the way around that, and then there is this beautiful applique border that goes on the outside border, and I will be doing that in needle turn applique. So it's going to take a little while, but I think I have plenty of batiks that I'll be able to do all of the wedding ring and all of the applique. It's the background that I don't have. So I have to figure out how much fabric I'm going to need, and I need to either go to a quilt shop, which is what I'll probably do because I like to see and feel my fabrics. I don't order online unless I absolutely have to. So I have to go and pick up background batik fabric for that. Wow, that is a lot of FPP in that pattern. Oh, yes, it is. And I have to admit, I actually purchased that pattern back in, it would have been 2003. And just now, before I unthread this again, I better remember to, oops, and I just went through all those layers. I need to move that other one out of the way while I do this. And that was my needle threader. Oops. Excuse me. That I just dropped on the floor. I'm having a case of dropping things today. That's funny. As I picked up the needle threader, the thread just fell on the floor. All righty. I think that's enough things going on the floor while I'm doing this. Susan says, is that an older Quiltworks pattern? No, it is a Yes, it is. It does say Quiltworks. Sorry about that, Susan. Yes, www.quiltworks.com. And it says Judy at quiltworks.com. So, but yeah. And you say, love Judy's patterns. I have made many. Well, good. I know that hers are done a little bit differently. Her papers are done a little bit differently than a lot. Some people have a problem, but once you get used to them, they go just as quickly and fun as other foundation paper piece patterns. So just checking gravity today. That's a good one. And now I'm looking for where my I was on the back side to do the knot. I was looking for where did my needle and my thread go now. I was tying it off because I need to add more thread before not enough to finish up the part that I was doing. And now my dog wants out. We were looking for a new storm door to put on here with the doggy door in it, but they didn't have it in stock. It would have to be ordered. So we're going to wait a little bit because we're actually going to get all new windows and all new doors on the house. So we will do that door out here at the same time as that. So we'll listen and see if she decides to come back if I don't get up and let her out right away. Polly says, I did her glacier pines, and it is beautiful. It was very fun to do. Yes, it took me like 3 years to do it, but it's finished now on your bed. Yay, very congratulations, Polly, and I'm sure it is beautiful. Danielle says, have you ever tried the gel silicone thimbles that covers the thumb and pointer finger? Yes, I don't know. I won't even give those a try because I know it would not be comfortable having both of them at the same time. I just see that getting in the way, but I don't know. I'm sure, a lot of people would love them, but I'm not even going to give that a try. So, which I use, and see, I have the thimble on this finger and I use a little silicone thing separately on this finger to help pull the needle. And when I'm hand quilting, I don't use anything on the underneath because I like to feel my needle. That's how I get my good stitches, by actually feeling when that tip of that needle comes through. So I get tiny stitches and push it up right away, which my finger, gets sore and everything. Then I just kind of alternate between the two. When those both get too sore, then I go in and I get the liquid bandage and put on. Then when I have to put too much liquid bandage that I can't feel that needle anymore, I actually use the fingernail clippers and we'll clip the dry off callus that you get off, so I start all over again. Sometimes people look at my finger and will refer to it as looks like hamburger meat sometimes from so much hand quilting, but it's okay. It's okay. I love doing it. So whatever I can do to still continue to do it, because I have psoriatic arthritis, I have osteoarthritis, I have severe osteoporosis and fibromyalgia, which all affect my hands. And I have, I don't know if you want to see that, but this finger, I have trigger finger, which right now with it bent there, I can't force it out. I have to take and release it with my other hand. So, but it doesn't stop me from doing my hand stitching. I go on because that's what keeps it limber and still able to use. So even though it hurts, I continue to do my hand stitching. And I cannot find where I just put my needle. We lost my needle. I stuck it right there in the thread. Thank you. Whoever, telepathically told me that. Okay, which I will show. I'm going to put that back over there again now that I know that's where I put it, and show what a few of these things that I have pinned on here are going to be. And you can tell, of course, this is going to be the needle book part, and I like a lot of needles, so I made it double to where it's going to have plenty of room for needles and pins on that. And this is an heirloom handkerchief that I actually used. And if I unpin this side so I can fold it over and show you, there's a pin in there stuck to it. Instead of cutting the hanky, I folded it up. So this will be a pocket where the fold is on the front. And then where it's folded here on the inside, that will also end up being a pocket, the way that I attach that on. And then this is part of an heirloom hanky here that will have embroidery on it. I have a piece of lace and the selvage from one of the fabrics used here, and that is going to be a pocket to hold thread, or the cardboard bobbins that are round with thread is what I have planned for that. Over on this side, this will be a large pocket with the division in it, and that's where the scissors and the larger things will be. This is my needle minder that I'll be using, and then this bare space in here will all be embellished with embroidery and just some doodling, quilting, hand quilting on that. So that's the plan for the inside of it. On the outside, the only thing that I have done so far on it is the little things that I had to attach so they weren't falling over, are the little antique buttons that I decided to put on there. This little crocheted flower that I did that was left over from something is attached now, and the little button on there is attached. The rest of the stuff is still just pinned on, and there will be beading and other stuff added and a lot of embroidery stitches embellishing on that. So that is what I have got so far on it, and it's fun. All my stuff that I'm using is sitting off the side too. A lot of it right here in this that's got the beads and everything that I pull from while I'm doing it, which I like the little stacked containers there. I have this one with a bunch of my threads and everything in that I use. And then I also have these out that are threads that I'm using. And one of the new things that I just got yesterday, and I've got down here so I can use it for reference, is I got this beaded embroidery stitching book. And I'm going to be using some of the ideas in there for the beading embroidery that I will be doing on here. And that book is, I found it's by Christian Brown. It's just called Beaded Embroidery Stitching. And I found it on Amazon. So any of you that are interested in that, I will put that in the link in the description box below. I'll add it after this is over. Great tips and ideas. My daughter does paper junk journals and uses a lot of fabric scraps. Junk journaling, all with fabric. Yes, I do that also, Shirley. I love that. I've got a cover to one over behind me that I have started. Haven't worked on that project for a while. I need to get back to that. Thank you for dropping Shirley's channel also, Terry. Thank you very much. And for all of you, if you haven't already, don't forget, which I see you put that in there. Thank you, Terry. The thumbs up, please. That would be very much appreciated. And yeah, I don't think, whoops, I need to put this pin back in here to hold that together while I'm stitching the rest. And it's like I have to keep reminding myself, because I have this laid flat here for when I was doing this open, to when I stitch around here, that I stop here and not keep going, or I will stitch my cover down, because that is the cover that will fold over. This is a little button, which that's going to end up being a flower with embroidered vines and leaves coming down from that, is the plan on that one so far. But like I said, it's, the slow stitching. You can change your mind as you're going. Who knows what you're ever going to add or take away or change your mind on and pick up or find, while you're looking for other things, and it goes, oh, that would work nicely on that. And this is a larger, this is it folded in half. It is a larger one, because I wanted a larger one to be able to hold for some of my bigger projects. And because I am using an extra layer of batting than what you usually would use on this, I've got the inside with the batting attached to it, so that the embroidery and embellishing works better that way, stands out better with the batting on it. And then the front cover also has the batting and the fabric. So that means that when I am using it and it is closed like this, it will be thick, and I will be able to stick pins in and use it almost like a pin cushion also, if I want to, while I'm working with it, because of all the extra layers added in there. Sandra Kay has been showing some FPP. She has done some mini projects. Yes, her hummingbird. Oh, beautiful, beautiful hummingbird. If you have not seen her hummingbird, please go over and check that out. It is beautiful. Thank you for bringing that up, so Terry. Yes, fabric books. Love them, love them. I liked the short. You showed the blocks. Oh, yeah, I could, because those are, I decided to start putting them on my design wall instead. So the blocks on this side, the top two, were the first two blocks that I did. The one next to that is the second block, which it's called something starts. The first two are bow tie. I can't remember. The other one is stars squared or something like that. The ones with the crosses are called UK crosses, and there's 6 of them all together. And then the one that I was working on yesterday is the last one down there on the right on the bottom. And it is Jacob's Ladder. And there's 9 of the little ones in that. The other one over on the other side is a Joan Morton Little Women's Club quilt that I did a few years back, and it's called Meg's Baskets. And I'm actually still working on hand quilting that one, but it's hanging there because I had to take it off the hoop to be able to use for the one back here that I just showed you that I'm working on to get done. Hopefully in the next couple days, I'm hoping to finish that one. I forgot I have my camouflage pants on here that you can actually see, but that's okay. Nothing wrong with being comfortable, right? You are all over the YouTube universe. Yes. So Terry is good at what she does. I like that. She's calling herself the cyber gypsy. Cute. I like that. I find that a lot of us run around in the same communities. I keep, when I go in, it's like, okay, there's Shirley, there's Lisa the Awkward Quilter, a lot of the same ones. Mona Did What, we seem to kind of follow all around in the same one. And I find that, like one great big happy family just going from house to house to house to house, only through the magic of YouTube. So, but I think I covered everything that was back there. But it's like, and all those little white tubes you see, those are the pantographs that are for my long arm that I actually have a quilt back there that I'm going to load later today. Hopefully that's on the schedule anyway to do that. So hopefully I will get that done. Hello, Marie. Welcome. Says that Terry is the best. Yes, Terry is great. And I want to thank Terry again for volunteering to be a moderator on my channel so that I don't have to stress and worry about that as much as I was. Really appreciate that. Still new. I'm still a newbie, still learning. I'm not 3 months. Yeah. February, March, April. Yes. I can't figure in my head right now. I'm 3 months old as a content creator on YouTube. So still learning my way around, earning my wings among the ranks, I guess, as we would say it. But I'm trying to look and see if there's anything else I can share with you that's right around me close. I don't think so. I don't think I do have off to the side. I think you can see the flowers sticking up there, which I'm not going to show you. You can get that little sneak peek, but when I hit 500 subscribers, which I'm hoping it will be this month. That's my goal was 500 subscribers, and I think I'm at like 427 or something like that. But I will be in the celebration party that I have, and some of the giveaways that I'll be doing is I will be giving away a quilt, and that is the one that I just decided on today. So it's folded over the long arm right now, and you're just getting a little peek of what that is. For 3 months, you are doing great, Jean. Thank you, Glenda. That little heart, that you use to send those hearts, they put in the wrong place on the chat on a phone because it covers up 2 of the words on most of the people's chats that end up by where that is. So you have to look over then at the other to see what is actually being said there. And somebody sends off the hearts as I say that. Thank you very much, whoever that was. But yes. Yes, it's annoying. It's just that you're trying to look around that heart, and then you remember, okay, look over here, and I can see what those 2 words. I know I was watching somebody else the other night, and I kept wondering what he, and then I realized, okay, he had that heart in his way too, and then would look over at the laptop or whatever he was on to be able to see what those 2 words that they black out with that big heart down there. Yes, can't use the phone for chat. Yeah, which I don't. Yeah, I don't use my my phone much like others do. I use my laptop mainly for everything I do, and then I have the tablet that I use the tablet for when I tape my videos and everything. That's what I use. So it's just better than what a better camera and everything than what my phone is. You can slide your screen up a bit to see on not if it's the last one. It doesn't work that way. It won't slide up because it's the last comment where that heart is, and there isn't anything to slide up. So it's just kind of stays there in the way. Yes, thank you very much. So Terry, I do watch Marie's Scrappy Creations, and it's just fine to drop her link in there. Thank you very much. I missed her. Oh no. And then I thought I missed her on Wednesday. And then I saw that she did not do her normal What's Up Wednesday. So I didn't miss it because it was like, it would have been the first time that I totally missed one of Marie's, one of her What's Up Wednesdays anyway. So technology. Yeah. Good sometimes, bad other times. That's cute. Mostly watch on your tablet. Oh, I just did it. Put your finger in the middle and I'm not going to try and slide while I'm on here because I can get myself in trouble by it hitting the wrong thing and then shoosh, all of a sudden I'm gone. So I'm not going to try and do that right now. Not while I'm gone on live. It's like I don't want to all of a sudden boom, there I am. I'm gone. But yeah. So I'm trying to think, what else am I working? I'm working on, The Long Time Gone, which you saw back there. I'm working on, in our group, we're doing a sew along right now, which is tabletop turnabouts. It is a Jan Paddock pattern book, kind of primitive style, and that is a little double-sided table. It's on the little wire thing that you sit on your table. So instead of only having a design on one side, it folds. So there's a design on both sides. So wherever you are on the table, you can put it either way and somebody's going to see something on both sides. And they're really, really cute. And they are, I am a hand stitcher, hand quilter, anything to do hand. My applique, like I said, I do needle turn applique. So these patterns are applique. You don't have to do them needle turn, but that's the way that I will be doing, and that's the way that I will be demonstrating. But it's very easy for those that don't do needle turn to just adapt it to what their preference is on doing applique. So that is over there also being worked on. I always have the slow stitching pages that I'm working on, making up 2 books right now that I'm working on. And sewing the binding on the Civil War era reproduction one that I just finished. That's over in the chair. I need to read. Marie says, yes, I mostly watch on my tablet also. Okay, I read that one. Sorry. And then Lisa says, I have my 2 desktop monitors while I'm working. Watch on my laptop, TV, and phone. I get a little confused in days when everyone is live. It's commenting gets confusing. I can understand that. Yeah, it's like, okay, which one did I just comment in? Which because I have the Facebook group and other thing, and then I'm checking other people's Facebook groups, for the notifications and the comments. And I will have 2 tabs open. So I have my group open, and then I will have, the others. And I'm always afraid that I'm going to comment something that's supposed to be for my group in the wrong group, or post it, or something. It's like, no, didn't mean to do that. So I'm always double checking myself on that. What is needle turn? Needle turn applique is you're cutting the shape out and you're not using any fusible or anything to put it down. You're not using any you might use freezer paper for a template to cut it out, but you're not using anything but the fabric itself on top of the background fabric. You leave a quarter, not quite a quarter inch, a little under a quarter inch. And you're just turning that fabric under by hand with your needle. So it's called needle turn because you kind of use your needle to turn it under. And then you're stitching the edge kind of like you would if you've ever done, the binding by hand on the back of your quilt. You're turning the edge under and making the shape as you go with your needle instead of doing it by machine or doing the fusible that holds it down and then just doing a stitch on top of that. I hope that help you understand what needle turn is. But just, yeah, there's lots of books and information, and people do their templates and everything for it differently. Lots of different ways. So whenever I do a tip or demonstration in my Tip Demo Tuesday or anything like that, I always make sure that I let people know that this isn't the only way to do it. I'm not saying it's the best way to do it. I'm not saying it's better than any other method. I am just always showing what is I have found that I like and what is my preference in what I do. Anything that I use as far as it goes, like the thimble or whatever, yes, this is my preference. Do I think that this is the best thimble out there? Yes, I do. But well, there's one other, they're pretty comparable, and they are not cheap. They are expensive thimbles, but it's not what I started out with. I started out with using a lot of, thimbles, a lot of cheaper ones and everything. And until I knew that, yes, I really loved hand quilting and hand stitching is when I was willing to invest in this type of thimble. And I now have 3 of them, because when you do hand work, depending on the weather of the day and the time of the day, your finger changes sizes. So I have 2 different sizes, because in the morning, my finger will be one size, and in the afternoon, evening, or in warmer temperature, it will be another size. So I have them in 2 different sizes and have them. But yes, but what I'm saying is, so whenever I mention something and whatever, I'm not saying that it is better or it's the only way to do it or whatever. I'm just always going on what is my preference, what I like, what I prefer. There's lots of different ways to do things out there. So just so you know, that's kind of my style in how I do things. So Jean, did you want me to be your moderator? Well, Kathy, I can't do it on here. Yes, wait a minute. Let me see. I can add you on as a moderator. Yes, Kathy. Boom. Save. There you are. That should have changed you to a moderator. Thank you, Kathy. So that way, when someone else can't be on, or whenever it gets too quick for one, thank you very much. There are a couple others that I have, but they have done it voluntarily, not always on here. So if you ever see them pop up, the one is Beverly, can't think of her last name right now. It just the other is Teresa Louise. I quilt too. She sometimes is on when I'm on live, and she also has the thing to be a moderator if she wants to. So if you ever see those pop up, they are on there. But I didn't have anyone that was a regular, and so Terry volunteered the other day for that. So I appreciate that very, very much. It takes a lot of stress off of me and the worrying, that type of thing. So really, really appreciate that. Moderators do wonderful things for us. So thank you all. I'm trying. Yeah. That's my dog behind me. I was just wondering she was making a weird noise. It sounded like a voice, somebody talking behind me, but she's making little strange noises back there. But, and I think I said, yeah, this little thing up here. I love needle minders. I collect them. This is the one that was in the Fat Quarter Shop sampler box this month, which happens to be a Beverly McCullough one. And that is what I have the majority of in my collection. And that's just the one that I decided that I'm going to use for this needle book and keep with it, because it's in my colors also. So which this needle book, and my pin's falling out of there, is also, I'm sure you noticed, in my colors for out here. But I'm not used to that funny delay that's on there yet either. When you look at it and it's like, okay, I already just did that, and it's showing it on the phone. But back in the corner, I don't think, no, you can't see it. But back there, way in the corner, is a tote that has embroidery pockets and stuff and everything on the front. And it's basically out of these fabrics. That's why I have the leftovers and the scraps to use, that I am making to have as a quilting stitching tote to carry around and carry some things in. So that's over there. Hello, Sandra K. Thank you. Marie says, I ordered that one after seeing yours. I should have it soon. Ooh, which one is that? The Long Time Gone? Is that the one you're talking about, Marie, or the beading book that I showed? I'm not sure which one you're saying that seeing mine. So Beverly Atkins, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's it. So Terry, yes. Yes. So if you hear a little noise, that's my little dog out there still whining that she wants us. Tell us about your machine, please. You know I have a bit of an addiction to them. Well, this machine is a Janome MemoryCraft 66,000P, stands for professional. I got it. I'm trying to think what year. I don't know. I don't know, but I got it before it was available on the shelves. I had seen it in a magazine and thought that is the machine that I want. It is stitches at 1,500 per whatever, the same as the Juki. It has the same speed as that, and it has a larger throat space also, but then has all of the stitches and everything else. It has the built-in walking foot and everything, which is the wider foot instead of the regular size foot also, but it is a workhorse. I have never ever, and I've had it, I know, since before. Oh, I probably got it around, I'm going to guess, 2012, somewhere around there, maybe earlier, but it was right when it came out, and I actually had them order it for me because it wasn't on the shelves yet, on the one that had it as for a display, but they hadn't come in yet. So I got that right away when it first came out, and I have never, ever had to have a repair or anything done to it. So it has been, knock on wood, it has been a great, great machine. I also have the long arm, which my long arm is a Tin Lizzie 18. I've had it for 12 years. I think, yes, it's 12 years old, and it has only been had a minor glitch one time and had to have a repair on that. Other than that, I've never had any problems with it either, and it is the old one with the wooden frame still and everything, but it works great for me. And then I have my grandmother's treadle sewing machine, which is a Singer, and it is kept in the house. I have a featherweight, which is in the black case that they're in, and it is underneath my long arm. And then I have a cheaper model brother that if I am going any place, that's my travel sewing machine. I have a couple others that I can't think of what they are right now, but yeah. And so, but this is oh, she's getting angry. Did you hear that? But this is my main sewing machine that I do most everything on. The others, I made one quilt just so that I could say that I made a quilt on my grandmother's treadle machine, and it is a disappearing 9-patch. And that I made, and I keep it out here hanging on the front door of one of my large cabinets out here. So it hangs there. But yes, so I did use it. It is beautiful. My grandmother's treadle sewing machine is in a cabinet unlike any that I have ever seen before. It is a beautiful piece of furniture on its own. It is a walnut cabinet that totally closes up. You don't see the machine at all. So it is beautiful. And then when you open it up, it has the storage on the drawers. I forget what year it is, but it is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sewing machine. Oh, and then I have an older model, like a featherweight sewing machine that I got that did not work, and got the parts to be able to make it into a lamp. So it sits on top of my grandmother's treadle sewing machine, and my husband made it into a lamp. So that looks very nice that way, I must say. Which, when he did that, I thought I had an old silver tea service pot, the taller ones, and I had him make that into a lamp then also, which sits in the kitchen. And so that's cute. Different ways of doing things. I would love a treadle. And now on this, I have a notification that popped up on the other one in the way. It says, I have a treadle, but I couldn't use it. I have converted treadles. Okay. Yeah, that would be neat to do. Yeah, mine is fine sitting there to be a beautiful thing to look at and remember it. And every time I, think of the treadle sewing machine, I remember my grandmother and her sitting at it and sewing because she had that. And remember when the singer Touch and Sew first came out? She got that. She was all excited because that was her first machine to get other than the treadle. She opened it up. She used it once, put it away, never used it again. She did not like it. So she continued to use her treadle sewing machine for everything until she passed away. So she, the Touch and Sew had, like I say, she took it out once, used it a little bit, put it back in, and it was stored away and never ever used. I don't know who ended up with it. I know she offered it to me at one time, but because there are so many grandkids and stuff, I at that time did not feel comfortable taking it because I thought, no, somebody else will get upset or something if they, how it can be. So I thought, no, I'm not going to cause a rift that way by taking it, even though she offered it to me. So I made one into a hand crank. I think that says, yep. One, I added a motor I used to ride on my grandmother's treadle pedal. Oh, okay. Okay. Nope. I don't remember. I don't remember if I did, but my grandmother also in her basement, my grandfather made her a pull down from the ceiling hand quilting frame. And I remember that a lot. That was fun because she would have some other ladies. Thanks for the hearts. She would have some other ladies over and they'd all be sitting around the hand quilting frame. And I just thought it was great because when she wasn't using it, it went up, to where the ceiling was and was totally out of the way, which I know there are a lot that from that era have done it that way. And I thought that was just awesome. But I do have a hand quilting frame, but I just took it down the other day because I don't know. I decided to put it away for a while. But what I use, and this is a custom made, which I'll show the back. This is a custom made lap hoop. So I can sit it on my lap while I'm doing. And so you have both hands. You're not trying to hold that hoop. It's supported by the frame and on my lap. And it is custom made by a friend of mine. Her husband made them, who has now passed away. So can't get any of them anymore. But that's what I use for my hand quilting. In case you missed it, come join. Yes, join Kathy's. A great channel. I'm there. I will be going back after my live is over. That is what I like to spend my days when I'm stitching with Kathy and Sandra and Diane and Gladys and all the gals in the chat. One great big happy family over there, and love, that they are also teaching things and have a schedule for, the days. There's a different thing each day. So if you are working on those type of things, it's nice because, okay, you can add and don't have to think. It's kind of like, when those that went to school and wore uniforms, you don't have to think about what to put on that day. So in Kathy's group, you don't have to think about what am I going to work on today? It's like, okay, Tuesday is counted cross stitch. Monday is the teaching of the block. Wednesday now is the Farm Girl Vintage 2. I think Thursday is UFOs. Did I get that all right? I don't know. I've been watching them for a while. It's like, boy, maybe I know your schedule better than I know my own schedule right now. But that's funny. LOL, uniform. Yes, I didn't wear a uniform to school, but I remember, the other kids in our neighborhood that did. And I always thought, oh, that would be so nice. And a job, too, if it was a uniform, which I have to say, though, while I was in the military, I got a little tired of having to wear that uniform, every day for a long time. And because I was in the Air Force and it was blue, when I got out of the Air Force, I would not wear the color blue for quite a while because I was very tired of wearing blue every single day. So, but Irish Chain Link. Yes, that is what they are working Thursday. Irish Chain Link. Okay. Sorry, got that wrong. What day was I don't know when UFO was, but okay. Don't they call it the touch and sew, the toss and throw? I don't know. I've never heard that. That's a good one. But I know that the touch and sew um, is what we used in home ec when I grew up. They had just gotten those and changed them all over to the touch and sew. So I remember that very much because I loved sewing. I loved all crafts as a little girl, and I loved going to my grandmother's because she belonged to a craft club, and she would always get excited because I have two sisters, but I was the crafty sister. You have to watch how you say that. You can be crafty in more ways than one, right? But I was the one that was excited about all kinds of crafts. And when I would come over, she would right away go, Jean, you got to come here. You have to see what I learned. I've got something to show you, you know. And she would show me what they did in craft club, and that was neat. We were always comparing crochet patterns, you know, sewing patterns, everything. And I loved because she subscribed to Work Basket magazine. You know, remember the little magazine way back that now they're old. I have the one that is the year that I was born. That was hers. That's the only one I have. But I loved going over and looking through her Work Basket magazines and getting ideas and all the crafts and everything that were in those too. My cousin wore red in the Canadian Air Force. Yes. Thank your cousin for their service. My sewing machine guy calls it toss and throw. Sorry. I'd never heard that, but that's a good one. I'm not going to say, but there's a few machines I would call toss and throw, but I won't mention what they are. I have a hard time wearing drab green. Okay. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of green. I will wear it, I guess. I can't think of much that I have in green. And sorry, Sandra K, but I've never been a big purple person. I mean, purple, when you look at my shelves, purple is one of the least fabrics that I have when I look through where I have it by the colors that it's not in collection. Purple is one that I don't have a lot of. So, but I'm getting more into using the other colors, but it's just one that the one color that I have a hard time working with is orange, bright orange. Especially if you put it with blue. It's just, no. But, after wearing it for 10, Shirley is close to her 1,000 subscriptions. Awesome. Yes, if you haven't subscribed, go over and subscribe. Get her to her 1,000. After wearing it for 10 years. I must have missed something. Eva Force. Okay, for 10 years. You were in the Air Force for 10 years. Yes. Okay, gotcha. Had to go up there and see and link them together to get what you're saying. Yes. You get tired of having to wear that same color, same uniform for all those years. It's like, okay, freedom. I don't have to wear that anymore. So I've just gotten back into where now I will wear blue, but I still don't have a lot of it. And welcome, Sheila. I am hurt to the core. Okay. Oh, that's funny. I wear a lot of black, covered in thread of the day. That I like that. That is cute, Awkward Quilter. Yes. Yesterday I had black on and I keep going, I have to remember that black is not the color to wear in your sewing room, especially when you are going to be cutting a lot of fabric that day or whatever, because you end up covered in threads. But that's okay. It's like, I'm a quilter. Everybody knows it. I'm a crafter, whoops, and a sewer. And yes, so I'm normally covered in threads. What I hate is when I'm working on something like, the slow stitching today, and you have some of your threads that, you just separated and you have laying there and you don't realize that it got picked up on the, underneath your arm, and then you're walking around and all of a sudden you look at the floor and you go, oh, what's my thread doing down there, and realize, okay, yeah, picked it up on your arm and wondering where it went. Thank you, Lori. Bye-bye. Thanks for stopping in. I have subscribed to a lot of channels via YouTube chat suggestions. Yes, that's where I get a lot of mine, and fun to go over and check everybody's out and see them. That's a great way to find other sites with like interests that you are in. And she's saying bye to Lori. Okay. So we are getting close to the time. Does anybody have any questions or anything on anything that I have shown today, or anything for suggestions that they would like to see in any future tip demo Tuesdays that I do? I'll give you a little while to put that in the comments if there is anything. Hello, Nancy. Welcome, welcome. You're coming in right at the end here, so you might want to check out some of the replay if you want to see some of the things I went over on the slow stitching needle book that I am working on. I have just started on the stitching and the embellishing of it. But hello, replay. Yes. So yeah, and the other things, which I noticed that the welcome one that you can kind of see off in the corner there back behind me, that is also an applique, and that is one of the few ones that I did in machine applique, and it is one that I actually gave to my mother, and that hung on the front door of when they lived in an apartment after they retired. They were living in an apartment for a while, and it hung on the door there. Then they went to assisted living, and it hung on their door there. Then she went into the nursing home, and it hung on her door there. So when my mother passed away, I received it back. So now it hangs in my sewing room for me to enjoy and remember all the places that she also enjoyed it. So it's back there. And I think that I have covered everything that I needed to in this live today. Thank you, everyone who has joined. Thank you again. So Terry, thank you, Kathy, for being moderators. I appreciate it very, very much, more than you know. And thank you, everyone who came over and watched and joined in the chat today. Love it. Yep. Don't forget that thumbs up if you haven't already done the thumbs up. And if you want to go in afterwards and put, a little comment in the after this is over, that would be greatly appreciated too. Let me know what you think, what you enjoy, any suggestions, like I said, that you have, anything you'd like to see, or any questions. I will get back with you, I promise. So thank you, everyone. Looking forward to future lives and channel content. Thank you very much, Terry. And I will be back in Kathy's channel in a short while after I am able to let the dog out, check on my husband, and get back in here and get myself situated. So have a great day, everyone. I hope that you enjoy whatever you are stitching on. I hope to see you back, and I will give you a few little bit if anybody is saying goodbye to anyone. Marie says thank you. Have a great day and weekend, everyone. That's coming up. Take care of Pooch and the hubby. You too have a great day. And Sarah's saying have a great day to everyone. So have to take this off. I can't use my whatever with my thimble and that on. So thanks again, everybody. Take care. I will see you on the flip side. And as usual, remember, I can keep you in stitches. Bye-bye, everyone.